Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I was just playing tonight, and I wasn't going to make a video about this because I'm not extremely ecstatic about how it came out. But I thought I used a lot of uh, rotation tricks to make that. And if you'll and also some math. So if you'll take a rectangle, doesn't matter what size, but we're going to make it 16. Then here's kind of the key. Remember that because we're going to draw this at a 45-degree angle. Well, now we don't know what size it is. We could measure it. You can see it's 22. But if we take an ellipse and make it 16 and hit P, we're way ahead of the game. Now, so that's one little tidbit I decided to maybe make it worth the video. I'm going to Control D while holding down the Shift key and bring that in. And then I'm going to Control D again and bring it in some more. Well, evidently I didn't make Control D. Control D, bring it in, and then Control D. Maybe make that even smaller. So here's one of the rotation tips. Well, first of all, we're going to group this together, Control G. That way I can get rid of my outline. I am going to take a 3-point curve line and go from like right there to right there and then just give it a little bit of curve, but I do not want it to pass that center line. So I'm a little bit thicker on my other one. So after you've used the 3-point curve line, you can always go back to the shape tool and grab it and make your bends. As long as we don't really impede on this circle, but we can always fix that by just moving this line out a little bit. So I like that. So what I'm going to do now is here's tip number one. Instead of trying to duplicate that line and mirror that line around, well, we do have to put that line around. So here it is, Control D, alternate C, and I'm going to rotate that 180 degrees. So I don't have to duplicate that line anymore. Now what I'm going to do is take away this line. That shouldn't happen. So that means that my line wasn't quite big enough to stop it from, which is irritating because I did 16-inch. Then it should, you know what, it's really, really close. You know what, let's try this first. We don't really need that. As long as this one works. But we need that line to stop it. There we go. Now, remember that we've got this. I'm going to just, delete that line, put this line back. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the interactive fill tool. And I shouldn't have filled it in with black. I'm going to actually make it blue. But I can get the interactive fill tool and put another black at the edge. Now in this particular one, you really need black, at least down in here, so you can see the difference. And we'll put a couple of blues. The nice thing when you're adding a lot of blue, when we rotate this around, we're done. We're not going to have to change colors. So I'm going to bring that up a little bit. And I'm going to call that good. So instead of trying to duplicate that, just Control D, alternate C to have it rotate from the center and rotate it 180 degrees. So there we have both of them. Same thing with this. I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool and fill that in with a gray, basically. Well, let me back up here. Go ahead and go to the Smart Fill. There it is, set on gray. Now this, I'm going to take the interactive fill tool and put a little darkness behind there, but really light might work too. But we've got that done now. instead of trying to duplicate that around top exactly like it is, let's just Control D, Alternate C, and have it rotate 180 degrees. And we got the exact same one. Same thing here. Instead of trying to duplicate it, we're just going to move it over there in a second by rotating it. Let's get the interactive fill tool and see why I grouped the lines together that you can see, because that way we can get rid of them. So let's put a little bit of black in both sides. And then we're going to put a gray in the middle. We might not have enough, so I might have to bring them. That looks pretty good. So instead of trying to mimic that around there, Control D, Alternate C. Alternate C is a macro I help develop with Mr. Roy Brewer. And I invented it and he made it better. He made it work on anybody's page. And feel free to email me if you would like to have that. But if you don't have it and don't really think you need it, well, you're wrong, because you do need it. But I'm just joking. Email me and I'll send it to you. It's free. You know, Roy Brewer has always been my mentor, and he is way out there in knowledge and helped me many, 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 many times. And then from here, I'm just playing. I mean, you could do anything. You could make that black, get the interactive fill tool. This time we're going to use the elliptical and put that right in the middle. This one might not be as colorful as the other one, but now I'm going to take away the outline. You see, then I'm going to group it together, and you don't have to make it that's pretty cool within itself, but I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. I'm going to make it 4 inches. And from here, you know, I've got my nudge factor set on 4 already. From here, you could do anything you wanted. Do it that way or mirror it and have it like that. Look, I like this one even better. But I'm not changing my nudge factor past 4. I'm just gonna hit it twice, like here. And then I could just keep going, or I could, you know, do that. But then I could hit the plus key and just hit my arrow key twice to get that. I'm gonna go and do one more because I like it. Let's try to make a square. I always like ending up with a square. I think this one is, well, it's about, I like this one. Now, I could get rid of these lines by nudging them. Let's just do that in case you've never seen that video. We're going to make our nudge factor 3.99. And then I'm going to nudge it over, and that should get rid of our line. Now this one I did not change or did not mirror. But see, now I have no line. And that's really the way it should look. But if you don't do that, it's just because I nudged it 1/100th of an inch smaller. If we take a black box and look, go up to object order, back a page, kind of makes it stand out. I like that one. I truly like that one. I think I'm going to, for the icon for my video, I think I'm going to take away the lines and do that exact same pattern. Anyway, but if you want to take a screenshot like that and just less work, more rotation. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.